Welcome to this week's Dunlop Tracks Conditions Report here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. I'm Jim Holley. Next to me, my former teammate and Dunlop's own Broc Glover, six-time AMA champion, Hall of Famer. Broc, a little bit different here in New Jersey. It's going to be a day race. Does that present a problem? I noticed a couple of the ruts starting to, develop, but in a night race they get softer. It looks to me with this sun, a little bit of wind, those ruts aren't going to move.
Yeah, it is going to be a little different for the riders. I mean, running in the day most of the time, and we have unseasonably warm weather. I mean, it's 85 degrees right now. We're even having a little bit of sweat sitting in the sun today. So for sure the track will dry out even more. Spoke to a couple of riders today at the press riding, and they did say some of the jumps are getting a little bit of ruts at the base of them, that maybe the jumps are a little bit, they're not real tall particularly, but the bottoms of them have a little bit more of a angle coming in, a little cupped out at the bottom. So I think you'll still see some ruts develop in that. In those jumps, but I believe that the track will certainly dry out and the ruts will not be as much of an issue in the main berms as they put more drying agent on the track.
Does that present a problem more for because it is a day race with practice and qualifying, it's going to be a little bit earlier? I mean, track walk is going to be 8:30 in the morning. It's still not a lot of sun, not a lot of heat then. Does that change because I know in qualifying in a regular race, there's a big difference between the first qualifier and the second one.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're going to have to put some moisture on the ground in the morning and get some water on it because, the track will dry out. And as we talked about, with a little bit of wind and 80-some degree weather, you're going to probably get some dusty conditions if they're not careful. So I know they'll manage the track very, very well. I do expect the track to get a little faster as the race, as the practice sessions go on. And in the evening, it's going to be an exciting race, no question about it, with the championship on the line. But I think we kind of want a few of the ruts just to make more lines.
Something else a little different, the Dirtworks track crew didn't get a chance to build this track early. They actually started working on this thing Tuesday, Wednesday and stuff. Does that present any bit of a problem on choosing tires?
Well, normally what happens is that the track is in a little bit earlier. It has a chance to kind of, settle in a little bit as the riders do the press day. The track works in some more. The track crew, the Dirtworks guys do work it in a little bit more and it hardens up. But I do think with the daytime weather's being, the temperatures being as high as they are, it's not going to take any time at all for this track to get pretty firm. So I don't think it's going to be such a big problem with the tire choice. I think our Dunlop MX3S seems to be the tire choice of most of all the riders. I mean, normally in the main events, if we'll have all 22 riders sometimes in the race, you'll have all of them on an MX3S or maybe an occasional MX52, but most of the choices for sure are a more aggressive tire.
Well, thank God we don't have no rain here in MetLife Stadium. Well, that's it for this week's Dunlop Track Conditions Report here from East Rutherford, New Jersey.